Dan KLEIN is on assignment tonight. He's following the Greater Lafayette Commerce as they meet with Indiana legislators in Washington, D.C. Tonight, topics like Clinton and Trump were discussed, along with issues like roads and education. But one topic continues to dominate discussion again on day two: the death of a Supreme Court justice. Dan has been with the group all day and joins us now live from the nation's capital with more. Dan?
Well, good evening, Brittany. Today was a very busy day from the group, from getting a glimpse of the inter-party workings at the national party level to meeting with the former Purdue president in her new job. Local leaders say this trip has been a success, but the death of Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia could put a damper on their hopes. The U.S. Senate is likely to get a Supreme Court nomination put forward from the president this spring. Republicans seem dead set against it.
Both parties have precedent for not doing that in an election year, so I'm not seeing that that's going to get done.
Well, the president keeps saying he's going to send up a more moderate candidate. The president's done nothing in his 7.5 years of service here to show that he's anything but political in terms of his decision making. Democrats, frankly, are not going to accept a moderate.
But Democratic Senator Joe Donnelly hopes that's exactly what happens, that the nominee be a moderate circuit court judge who has had Republican support in the past.
We should have hearings, and then we should have a vote to either accept that nomination or to defeat that nomination. But that's clearly our job, and so to simply walk away from it doesn't make any sense to me.
But disagreement comes from a former Republican congressman, now political consultant Ben QUAYLE.
Even if it's a candidate who's saying on a lower circuit court that got 97-3, this is a different animal. This is a different ball of wax. This is Justice Scalia, who's passed away, and it's a 4-4 split right now.
Politics was the focus of a meeting with the Republican National Senatorial Committee. New technology was highlighted, especially Snapchat, as part of its efforts to connect to young voters. Political leaders told the delegation they have dozens of plans ready depending on the presidential nominee and believe a race with Trump at the top of the ticket could still be close. At the Democratic Governors Association, discussion focused on Governor Mike Pence's challenge from John Gregg. Leaders told the group they were confident that they could get enough votes for Gregg with more fundraising, no matter who was at the top of their ticket. The group also talked education, transportation, and international trade with the U.S. Chamber of Commerce and met with former Purdue president and now National Science Foundation director France Cordova.
It's just connecting with these people that have meant so much to me in my time at Purdue is a tremendous high for me. I just really enjoyed it.
Local leaders say it's been a good trip, an annual ritual that has been refined with time. One important piece is the chance for area leaders in business, education, politics, and nonprofits to spend several days together.
You know, you really get to know these folks and find out what their needs are, and it's a great way to network, and I think the community really benefits.
I think that we are better as a group. We've kind of cut out the fluff. We want to bring hard issues to our legislators. We want them to understand, you know, what it is that we're all about and what we need their assistance on.
And they hope that some of their priorities can still come true, even as the threat of further congressional dysfunction looms.
I understand the political piece of that, but I don't think that should be an over-compelling reason. Just, you know, that's a Supreme Court nominee. We've got a lot of other issues to deal with to move this country forward.
Some of the local leaders say they had a very productive meeting on this side today with the Department of Labor on workforce development, especially in light of the ongoing Subaru expansion, as well as some funding sources that could help pay for it. Tomorrow, the delegation will be meeting with the Federal Railway Administration, so we'll have more on that discussion on News 18 as well as WLFI.com. Reporting live from Washington, D.C., Dan KLEIN, News 18.